What's up guys, Travis Tries Tech here. I just finished watching the Apple event where they unveiled the new iPhone 12 and HomePod Mini. I'm ready to unpack it all and share my opinions. Apple will be adding 4 new iPhones to their lineup: the iPhone 12, 12 mini, iPhone 12 Pro, and 12 Pro Max. They join the full lineup of Apple iPhones alongside the iPhone SE, 10R, and 11. There's now 7 different iPhones to choose from, spanning from $400 all the way to $1,100. And with 4 new color options this year and 3 new storage capacities, there's a lot of iPhones to choose from. Anyway, the base iPhone 12 actually has a $100 increase in price from last year's iPhone 11, but this year's new iPhone 12 mini stays at the $699 price. Both the iPhone 12 and 12 mini actually has the same specs and features, so they come as different size options. The iPhone 12 has a 6.1-inch display, but if you're looking for something smaller, the iPhone 12 mini has a 5.4-inch display. It's actually the smallest 5G smartphone currently on the market. And if you're like my girlfriend, you can appreciate small things. Anyway, all the new iPhones come with a Super Retina XDR display. Finally, we get OLED panels across the board. No longer will we be split between LCD for the regular folk and OLED for the pro users. And these displays are gorgeous as well. There's a much higher contrast ratio and a peak brightness of 1200 nits. On a side note, the iPhone 12 mini actually has the highest pixel density of any iPhone. And to protect that gorgeous display, there's this new ceramic shield that's on the glass. Supposedly, it's up to 5 times more drop resistant, but I'm gonna see what Jerry does with it when he gets his hands on them. 5G is available on all the new iPhones. It does consume more battery, so Apple's designed it to turn on and off automatically when 5G is not in use. The iPhones are thinner, smaller, and lighter as well, but I do wish that they retain some of the thickness, maybe to add in an extra layer of battery so we can get features like a 120Hz display. I'm sure we'll see that next year. As for the new A14 Bionic chip, it's up to 50% faster both in CPU and GPU. And to show off that performance, they gave us League of Legends Wild Rift. Although I don't think it's the best benchmarking tool for the A14 Bionic, it's pretty cool to see as I play that game on PC myself. But really though, I haven't had any hiccups on any mobile game in the last 4 years. Other than that, the neural engine is packed with 2 times more cores and has up to 80% faster performance for machine learning features. Features like speech recognition, face tracking, and Face ID are going to be faster, along with other features that use AI down the road. The new iPhones have an upgraded camera system as well. All cameras now support night mode, including the one on the front. Additionally, there's a faster f1.6 aperture on the wide lens. This gives better low light performance as it allows more light into the 12 megapixel sensors. I personally expected another bump in the resolution to the rear cameras, but I guess Apple's decided not to fight Samsung on the megapixel war. They also brought back MagSafe, but adapted it for the iPhone. Now, I'm not too sure how they balance the magnet strength to the new lightness of the iPhone, but I feel like I would still send the phone flying as soon as I trip over the cable. We'll see what that's like when we get our hands on it. However, MagSafe does assist with alignment with wireless chargers, and it allows up to 15 watts charging. Apple's made magnetic cases that support charging with MagSafe, and you can even attach additional accessories like their new card wallet. But Apple's also brought us back to 2003 with their new phone sleeve. Like, come on, who even uses a phone sleeve? Why? But I'm excited to see what other manufacturers do with it. And this year, I'm actually excited about the Pro lineup. Both the iPhone 12 Pro and Pro Max have features that are really good for photo and video. The 12 Pros are capable of shooting full 10-bit HDR in 4K 60 FPS. They're the first phones that support Dolby Vision HDR in video recording. The internal image processor will analyze each frame and apply highlights, shadows, and colors to your video. Apple's boasting 700 million different colors when shot with Dolby Vision HDR. As for photos, Apple ProRAW is their new unprocessed photo format. It gives you full control over dynamic range, color, and details straight from your Photos app. The advantage of ProRAW is that it still gives you Apple's smart image processing, but retains all the information in the photo. Both the wide and telephoto cameras see some improvements in the 3-lens setup. The telephoto gets some extra reach for 5 times optical zoom, and the wide lens has that new f1.6 aperture. Interestingly, the iPhone 12 Pro Max has 2 additional improvements on the wide-angle camera. The first is a 47% larger sensor behind that wide-angle lens, and this combined with the faster lens gives you up to 87% better low-light performance. And the second is the new Sensor Shift optical image stabilizer. This will physically move the sensor around to prevent any shakiness in your shots. I was curious what the LiDAR sensor would actually do in the iPhone 12 Pros, and it comes down to 2 things: better augmented reality and better autofocus. With up to 6 times better autofocus in low-light situations, it makes the LiDAR sensor actually useful. Now, I'm not sure what the average folk will do with augmented reality, but it's there anyway. The iPhone 12 Pro has the same display size as the regular iPhone 12, but the iPhone 12 Pro Max is now the largest iPhone ever with a 6.7-inch display. Which one do you think I'm getting? Now, none of these phones are going to be shipped with earphones or a wall charger, and it allows the iPhone to be shipped in a much smaller box. This is great for the environment, and it also allows Apple to save a ton of money. They're also able to sell a bunch of the accessories on the side as well. Apple's pulled off something a little bit sneaky here by shipping a USB-C to Lightning cable. That USB-C adapter that you're already supposed to have never shipped with an iPhone before, and unfortunately, I only have one of those at home. Aside from the iPhones, Apple also announced the HomePod Mini. I think this is a very compelling device. It's a Siri-powered smart speaker with 360-degree audio, which will make it sound great anywhere in the room. Coupled with the S5 chip for computational audio to remove any distortions, this is a great product. At $100 a pop, I think this will sell a ton of units. There's also the U1 chip for automatic pairing when two HomePods are in the same room. You can also have easy handoff from your iPhone to continue playing straight onto your HomePod. HomePods can be played in sync anywhere in the house, and there's a new intercom feature that allows you to send quick messages between home members, not only to HomePods, but also all Apple devices. Google Home has a similar feature called Broadcast, and I actually use this in my house. I can make quick announcements like dinner's ready or I'll be home at 6. And these are simple announcements that I can make easily with the Google Assistant. The true test for the smart speaker will really be how well Siri handles voice assistant requests. There may be some concerns over other smart speakers' privacy and security, but Apple's thought of that as well. The HomePod won't listen to you unless Siri is activated, and you can't make personal requests unless your iPhone is there with you. Additionally, none of your requests are associated with your Apple ID, and it's all protected and encrypted by Apple. Unfortunately, we didn't get to see the AirPods Studio announced. I was super excited about that, and we also didn't get a 120Hz iPhone. I still think that the iPhone is a good upgrade this year, and I can't wait till I get my hands on it and play with the new cameras. I'm curious to see which iPhone you guys would pick, so leave a response in the comments below. Anyway, to see my full reviews, make sure you subscribe to my channel, and that's it for me for now. Peace.